This is Dr. Sarah Al-Hanbali, an assistant professor at the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences, Faculty of Rehabilitation Sciences, University of Jordan. The programs offered by the Department of Hearing and Speech Sciences provide students with comprehensive knowledge about the function of the hearing, language, and speech systems. This includes information about the anatomy and physiology of these systems, an understanding of how these systems develop, and more importantly, an in-depth understanding of common speech, language, and hearing disorders and their management methods. Students who wish to apply for the master's program should preferably have a bachelor's degree in hearing and speech sciences in order to be able to apply for the license of practicing the profession in Jordan. The priority in the acceptance is usually provided for the students with high GPAs. Potential students also need to pass an English proficiency exam before getting the acceptance. The master's program involves more focus on students' research skills in addition to more intensive clinical practical work. In the master's program, we follow the recommendations of the American Speech and Hearing Association, or the ASHA, to prepare therapists who are able to work with patients independently. This is achieved by having students conduct a research project in each of the theoretical modules and by having them conduct a total number of 200 clinical training hours under the supervision of certified therapists. Graduates of this program are also prepared to be able to apply for global certification by international speech and language associations such as the ASHA. As I have previously mentioned, the majority of the modules in this program are taught in English. Teaching methods employed include direct instruction, blended learning, which is the traditional classroom teaching combined with online learning and independent study. We also employ active learning methods that put students in charge of their own learning through meaningful activities such as research and presentation. Recently, online teletherapy practices in speech pathology have been established and successfully implemented. Graduates of this program are expected to be equipped with the theoretical knowledge and practical skills required to assess and manage individuals with speech, language, and hearing disorders. Given the newness of the field and the fact that it is continuously developing, students are expected to have good research skills that enable them to identify the most recent developments in the field and to employ up-to-date evidence-based techniques in the assessment and management of their patients. Also, given that the nature of this profession involves dealing with patients, students are expected to acquire good communication skills that enable them to explain test results, diagnoses, and propose a treatment plans in a way that individuals and their families can understand. Students are also expected to have good analytical skills that enable them to select the most appropriate diagnostic tools and analyze the results to arrive at an accurate diagnosis and develop an appropriate management plan. Online teletherapy practice have been also added to the student skill reservoir. After graduating with a Master's of Science degree in Speech and Language Pathology from the University of Jordan, students can apply for the license of practicing the profession as a speech therapist who is able to practice independently. Of course, the licensing criteria is different in each country, but this is the situation in Jordan. Speech therapists can work in hospitals, schools, and private centers. Given the relative newness of the field of speech therapy and the fact that the number of universities that offer degrees in this major is relatively small, the employment demand is regionally and internationally high. The employment demand is also expected to increase over the coming years. This is due to the general increase in speech and hearing disorders that used to go unidentified or misdiagnosed in the past. I hope you found this useful, and we look forward to welcoming you at the University of Jordan.